In the SEIKO boutique in Knightsbridge, London, and I got the pleasure, to be honest with you, of looking at two iconic SEIKO watches. Here on the right, we've got the 6105-8110, pretty iconic watch. Many people know it as the Willard from the film Apocalypse Now. It's got a big following in SEIKO aficionados throughout the world. Fantastic watch. This watch here on the right was made in 1974. Features the 6105 movement, which is an automatic hacking movement. So when you pull the crown out, the seconds hand and the movement stops. This was a diver's watch, and at the time it was rated to 150 metres depth rating, which is pretty, it's pretty cool. I doubt very many people are going down to that depth for real world diving. On the back, we've got a screw down case back. We've got a bezel that will rotate via a clickball and can be set so that you can measure your dive time. And we've also got a locking crown here. It's not a screw down crown, but it is a locking crown, designed so that you couldn't accidentally catch it and possibly pull it out when you were underwater, which would obviously compromise the waterproof rating of the watch. So this is a 6105 made in 1974, and over here on the left I'm really well privileged to be able to hold SEIKO's reissue of this watch, which is got the model SLA033, issued this year, 2019. I think there's a limited edition on this. If we look at the back, it looks like it's 2,500 pieces worldwide. This particular model is, or this watch is number 1958, which is a pretty good year for some people.
She won't freak, she's pretty good actually.
So, side-by-side comparison, they look identical to all intents and purposes. There are some subtle differences though. First of all, obviously on the dial side, this one is rated, the new watch is rated at 200 metre depth rating compared to the 150 metres of the original. We've got the SEIKO branding on the dial. On the new watch it's printed. On the original watch it's actually a logo, an applied logo, but it's kind of very similar. You can see the style of the hands on the new watch is virtually identical to the original. Lots of loom, which is a good thing, presumably underwater, but also in any low light condition. So it's a very good dial. Again, we've got the rotating bezel with the ratcheting system, which would allow you to basically rotate the watch to a particular point where the hands were, and then you can measure the amount of time that you've been under the water. Flipping the watch over, you see a screw down case back, again, which is great from a servicing point of view, very easy to get into this watch if you needed to. On this model, on the new model, the crown is actually a screw down crown rather than the locking crown, so ultimately you've probably got a bit better water resistance on this watch than the original. I said on the original we had a 6105 movement, automatic self-winding hacking movement. The new watch has the SEIKO 8L35, which is the same movement that's in the Marine Master watch, and my understanding is that it's effectively the same as the 8S movement, which is in the Grand SEIKO watches. The only difference being the finish level of the movement. Again, if we turn the watch over, we've got a case back with no display case back, so you can't see the movement. So arguably there's no need to decorate it to make it look beautiful, because no one's ever going to see it. But in terms of performance, This is a high-end performing movement. I don't know the power reserve on this, but I suspect it's probably something like 50 hours, which is fantastic. And in terms of the level of performance, in terms of accuracy and movement stability, this is a high-end movement, really good watch. I personally think Seiko have done a fantastic job of building a reissue of a watch from, 45 years ago, probably longer. I don't know when this first came out, but it would have been in the very early 70s, probably 70 or 71. They've done a fantastic job of staying true to the original design concept. Very little differences, and I suspect some people could easily mistake the two watches, particularly given that the watch on the right, the original, is in such good condition. You could easily think that this watch was the reissue watch from today, and equivalently, I suspect some people will spot a reissue and think that it is a watch from the 1970s. So I'm really impressed with what Seiko have done here. They've done a great job of answering the call from the collectors throughout the world for building watches that we know and love, but bringing new engineering to them, but staying true to their original design principles. So I personally am very grateful, and I hope Seiko are going to continue doing this with some of their other iconic watches, because whilst the new watches are fantastic, the new designs, there's something about these original designs which really have obviously stood the test of time, and I'm really pleased to see them. And in some cases own them, although I don't yet own one of these watches, whether it's the reissue or the original, but they're on my shopping list. Thanks everybody, I hope you enjoyed this mini review from someone who collects watches, particularly Seikos, and also someone who services watches and likes to know just a little bit more about the watch itself.